Welcome on in, Aquarius, to your spirit-led week ahead reading for the week of December 11th. And I hope this finds you well. We're going to be covering 4 main topic areas in this reading, just to give a general overview of the week ahead, having to do with your personal well-being this week, what's going on with home, family, neighbors, what's going on with your partnerships, your romantic life, and what's going on with your resources, work and money. And so we'll see what Spirit has to say about the energies in these areas of your life. What are the challenges? What's the advice? And I'm clearing the space right now. Thank you, Spirit, for clear, insightful, helpful, empowering, enriching messages for the Aquarians. Yeah, I feel like adding just a little bit more here with the Palo Santo. I really dig this Palo Santo. So it would help if you would tell me if there are other areas of life that you would like me to focus more on. I've been putting out readings, by the way, covering all of these areas with a primary focus on relationships, because I think that most of you would prefer it that way. And since this is a new channel, I'm just kind of testing to see what the most viewed videos are. So for example, if I, after a month, determine that the financial readings are not getting much of view, which I put out on Fridays, by the way, then I might back off on those. Okay. But yeah, this is a new channel, so I'm doing a lot of testing right now to see what you guys are interested in. And of course, if you feel like I'm leaving something out or you want to see a little bit more of something, let me know, because you guys are setting the tone for where this channel goes beyond its first month. All right, so let's get messages starting off with this week, December 11th, 2022 for the Aquarians. What's going on with the overall energy for Aquarians with their personal well-being? How are they showing up this week? What is their general energy this week for the Aquarians in December, the week of December 11th? Please show me. There we go. All right, that kind of jumped out and went sideways. So some of you might be pulling back, okay, doing a little bit of going within, okay? Some of you spending more time alone, and I don't know why with this card I'm being drawn to the ice, okay? And it is that time of year in the Northern Hemisphere, winter time. So some of you just pulling indoors, and I don't normally read that card that way, but for you, I'm seeing some of you maybe trying to hunker down and get comfortable and warm. So something about, the home and comfort I'm seeing more. But yes, it is a card that can represent, meditation, seeking God. It can represent wisdom, reflection, trying to, find the truth. It can also represent solitude, okay? But it doesn't, right? Solitude does not necessarily have to mean that you're lonely. Some of you are maybe recharging your energies, okay? And I don't know, again, I'm getting something about, now I'm hearing seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression. So I don't know why intuitively I'm being told some of you need to up your vitamin D levels. And personally, I've learned that vitamin D3, K2 is the best. That K2 added to the D3, it helps the absorption of the vitamin D. So obviously the best source of vitamin D is natural sunlight. But if you, during the winter months are not outdoors enough, or you're in an area where you're not getting a lot of sunlight, right? Let's say Alaska, which I think most of you are not, but that's just an example. you want to supplement, okay? And get a supplement that is, you know, a 1 combination D3K2. If it doesn't say D3 plus K2 on the bottom, you don't have the good stuff. All right, so what's the challenge here? And I'm feeling this. Some of you are, again, I'm getting this cold. I'm getting cold off of both of these cards. Some of you are in need, okay? Tell me more about this. Tell me more about... I'm feeling led to a particular deck. Give me a moment here. What is this about with the 5? Wow, I don't know why. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a moment. I'm trying to, like, find the proper decks here. All right. Please show me. All right. Yeah, this is about money. This is about cash flow for some of you. And again, I'm getting another card at the foundation having to do with winter. Things are not flourishing right now. I'm getting that there's something dormant in your life right now. And, and again, some of you might have to do with business. Or the exchange between you and another person. And there might be flow here, okay? Because with the fish, I am seeing something is flowing. So I don't know that you are totally without resources, right? It's just that I don't know if you're coming up short somehow, okay? That there is income, and I do see some conflict and struggle over it. I think because of commitments, okay? Because of commitments. What is the advice? What is the advice? What is the advice? There might be a water sign that is relevant. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and I'm also seeing possibly a Sagittarius. This could be a water sign that is younger than you, or some of you might be a child, okay? But I'm also seeing communicating maybe some maybe apologies about what's not there or what isn't, coming from more of a loving tone and communicating progress. Yeah, I'm getting more about the communications here, okay? I think some of you, you could be communicating with these zodiac signs, but I'm also seeing, and it's particularly a lady that's doing the communicating, okay? There's a woman here communicating. But I feel that if there is strife within some kind of exchange going on, the best thing that you could do really is to, you know, say, hey, I'm sorry. How can we improve the situation? How can we move on from this? And if your line of work is very communications oriented, then you need to, I guess, be sensitive and keep your head focused on progress. Be very determined. Some of you need to know that actually right now you're on your rightful path, okay? With major arcana here and that Chariot, that's spirit stepping in. And so some of you might feel like, well, what's going on? Because, and see, I'm getting 11 there, which is, you know, alignment. Some of you feel that you're out of alignment when things don't seem to be lining up. You're like, what's going on here? Where's the flow? There is actually flow, but there's a lot of competition or contention around it. And I think it's because some of you have taken on too many commitments or responsibilities that are weighing you down and detracting from the flow. And some of you are thinking, I must have made a wrong turn somewhere down the road. No, actually, I'm getting some energies here indicating that you're where you need to be. I am learning this in my spiritual journey, that we think that we're on track with God when everything's going right, but actually some of us are here to be change makers. Some of us are here to be rebel rousers. We're here to shake things up. And actually, when you're getting pushback from others and, you know, the powers that be in this realm, that's actually an indicator that you are on point, you are on purpose, you are a powerful presence. You know, the enemy, the adversarial energies around us, they're going to leave people alone who aren't a threat. If you are a threat to people that want things to remain as they are, status quo, well, you're not going to get any kind of, you're going to get a lot of pushback. And that's something they don't tell people. And so we need to stop measuring our success in this 3D realm by how easy and comfortable and pleasant it is. Okay. I don't know how I went on that rant. Somebody needed to hear it. Okay. Yeah, there's an issue of restraint. Okay. And I'm pulling this for your home life this week, that perhaps boundaries are coming up on radar. I'm also seeing Leo is perhaps an energy, but again, I'm getting more of this pulling back energy, whether it's you or going on in your family. Both you and your family could be in this energy of, you know, laying low. And maybe again, it's because we're getting into holiday season and people are just trying to like not ruin the holidays. Okay, we'll see. Anything more about this energy for Aquarius's family the week of this might have to do with a move involving a feminine energy, a mother, a wife. Some of you are trying to, particularly if this is your energy, if you are, you know, the feminine energy, the mother, the wife showing up in a family dynamic, you are trying to curb any type of reckless, impulsive, in and out type of energy. I actually am seeing the feminine here showing up in her power, very resourceful, but she's using a lot of restraint in dealing with family, home issues. What is the challenge here this week? What is the challenge here this week for home and family and neighbors with the Aquarians? Oh, wow, we got a lot. Could be a King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a relationship with that energy where you're trying to heal and begin again by, you know, letting go of some unrealistic thinking. And I've been talking about that in the weeks prior, that I feel like Spirit's really working on us with this because we can be very idealistic. Aquarius is very 11th house. 11th house is very much about the ideals. This also could be, you know, an avoidance of a difficult truth. And maybe, I don't know if in the past there was an ending with this water sign because of deception, confusion. But I do feel that part of the healing process that you are being faced with at this point in time is to face a difficult truth. Like, that's how you begin again. That's how you heal. And some of you, the healing process with this person, being able to let go of the pain and heal the relationship, is letting go of the illusions, the confusion, like being able to see this person and the situation clearly. Some of you dealing with, is this going to happen again? There is like a fear of ruin, or that loss is inevitable with this person. And you're trying to disconnect from it because I think this person has caused you a lot of anxiety over a long period of time. Okay, this person has really put you under a lot of stress because you probably invested a lot in this relationship, and the betrayals with them have been numerous. Okay. So what's key to you healing this is seeing the situation clearly and disconnecting from investing yourself in anything that doesn't give you peace. Okay. There could be something this week where, again, you're looking at an investment, and your challenge here is you got to see the truth of it and disconnect. Not in a, okay, so I'm getting a correction here, a clarification. Maybe in the past, Aquarius wanted to look the other way on this, and that's why there were numerous betrayals, because you didn't want to look at a difficult truth about this person or this situation. Spirit is saying that's not the way, right? That was a distortion. Yes, you do need to disconnect, but not in a, I'm going to tune it out. I'm going to make believe this is going to get better. It's going to go away. No, the wishful thinking. Spirit is saying you need to disconnect your energy. Do not invest your energy into this any further. What is the advice? What is the advice? Heal. And some of you need to really let out some emotions. You need to emote, if at all possible. And I think that's been a little blocked for us, okay, over the last month. I think that we've had some issues with really tuning into our emotions. But you do have the opportunity also here, not only to tune into these strong emotions, but to heal them and to grow from them spiritually. Some of you also might have the opportunity to get a new love. Okay, so this could have been, this water sign might have been, like husband, father type material. Okay, because sometimes the King of Cups can be that energy. And if that's not relevant to you, I'm seeing something about emotional mastery. Okay, there's been some having to master emotions by not ignoring them or dismissing them or being disconnected from them, but by really tuning into them and connecting to them in a conscious way of, I'm not going to invest in this. Because the difficult truth of the matter that maybe I don't want to hear, but I need to hear, is that I'm not going to invest emotionally in this dynamic. For some of you also, new love. Love it, okay? I don't know. Let's see if that comes out when we get to the relationship cards. But anything else on the advice for... Now, I'm actually getting intuitively that this is more about healing a family dynamic, okay? This is more about healing a family dynamic. Let me see. Oh, I'm going to take the upright. Yeah, this is a family dynamic where there's been, again, this has been continual loss. Somebody just, again, this incremental loss, okay, like a rat infestation eating you out of house and home type thing. This is debt. This is frustration. And, they look really cute and harmless. He looks really sweet. He looks like, oh, such a charmer, and, So healing, right? Oh, let's make pets out of this, right? No. No. They're gonna breed. These cute little monsters are gonna breed and run you out of house and home. You need to heal something about that. And again, maybe that was a difficult truth that you had to face, that these cute little animals are very costly. Very costly, okay? Especially if you just don't have any boundaries whatsoever. No discipline, no restraint. I think actually this week you're going to, particularly if you're feminine, or definitely the feminine energy here is showing up as somebody who is going to kind of curb this type of stuff, all right? Let's move on and see what the cards have to say about love and romance for Aquarius this week. Partnerships, you know, however. Oh, here we go. Oh my, we've got an Emperor showing up. Again, masculine energy. Lovely. If you don't have an Aries or, you know, this kind of business leader, father figure, masculine energy showing up in your love life this week, this is you trying to get some things in order in your life, okay? And I do think in previous weeks, we had a lot of stuff going on with finances, which I see still remains this week, and things going on with family, which again, I see again this week, but it's maybe this is a week where you're trying to bring some order out of the chaos to open things up more with your love life, okay? That was in the reverse. Yeah, some of you are maybe, I'm going to say this could be your energy coming across more in a masculine, like it's almost like Aquarius is more in a masculine energy this week, showing up in their love life and partnerships. And it could be that, again, you might be angry about something. Or, again, if you're emoting a lot about family matters, you might be coming across in your romantic life is that you're overly emotional, okay? But again, there's a time and a place for everything, and the advice here is you do need to emote, all right? But again, particularly the masculine energies might be perceiving this as she's moody, she's being overly emotional, but I think you are legit stressed out and you need to decompress, okay? Some of you are in a very much taking charge and cutting the BS out. And again, I think if any suitors kind of step to you and they don't have their shit straight and they're not coming correct, you could be kind of no BS, right? What's a challenge this week with your, oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to, let's try again. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's not pleasant. I'm hearing breakdown to breakthrough, okay? And actually, you know, ordinarily, this is not wanted change, okay? And some of you may be having to release something or surrender something with your dating life. And it might be, again, because everything else going on for you right now, you're just like, I give up, all right? But there could also be some breakthrough with you giving up, with you taking your hands off of something. And it could also be that through this breakdown, you come into a breakthrough in your awareness of something going on in your love life. I'm honestly getting a vibe that you are trying to restructure your life, and maybe resentfully so, but you're getting something about the writing is on the wall, that you have to restructure things in order to get movement in your love life. Some of you dealing with relationships where there's no integrity. You know, these are relationships here today, gone tomorrow. Okay, wow. For some of you, this could be the breakdown of a committed, formalized partnership. Some of you, it's also, you know, realizing something about trying to formalize partnerships. Others of you, I'm getting another message of you're challenged here because you're perhaps seeking a formalized partnership with somebody, but again, you've been dealing with people where there's no integrity, there's no wholeness. It is not built to endure. It's not built to last. And I think that you're having to realize something about this, okay? In matters of the heart, right? Definitely in matters of heart. There we go again with the winter time. So this may have to do with a divorcee, widower, having mature love, having committed, solid, stable love. You are realizing something. You're coming into an awareness of why things are broken down here in this part of your life and what you need to do to get a breakthrough. Let's see the advice. Let's see the advice. Okay. Waiting, patience, okay? And I think there could be a timing issue. It may have to do with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody younger than you, somebody less mature than you. It's a lot of passion here, but it's almost like somebody has decided to hold themselves back. And you might be waiting on hearing a message from somebody, an inquiry about somebody who's very passionate towards you. But I'm getting a message here that you need to wait on this. This is a lot of like apprehension and waiting around. Somebody has a lot of mentally restless energy, but they're not taking action here in the advice. Some of you, I think the advice is, if you are feeling like now is not a good time for you to move forward, think about how you can get expansion and think about what's up ahead for you, okay? But some of you, again, you're holding back until somebody comes to you. This could be over the next 2 months, which would definitely fall within this winter time frame. But I am also seeing the possibility of this week, it could be 1 to 3 days. You actually may hear from somebody, but I don't know that they're totally showing up for you, okay? Or even if they are, there's still some holding back. They're not like fully available, okay? So just be aware of that. Let's look at what's going on this week with work and money. What is the energy? Let me switch decks. For Aquarius in the week of December 11th. What's going on with their work and money for Aquarius? Work and money for Aquarius. Please show me, Spirit. Please show me, Spirit. What is going on? Yeah, there's something out of whack here. Okay. It's almost like, okay, there is cash flow, but I'm getting this feeling that you are getting impatient because the increase is not quite matching your expenses, okay? What's coming in is not quite on par with your expenses, or some of you perhaps spending more than you're earning during this time because, again, maybe you're buying holiday gifts, or maybe you just paid for a move. Take it how it applies, but something is out of balance. Please, as much as you can, try to be spirit-led in your spending, okay? And try to be practical. I think here the energy is that you are trying to be very practical, but something is, something's out of balance, okay? And it might be really testing your patience. Some of you, again, I'm seeing that there's an issue of excess, and something is excessive. I don't know if it's excessive bills, excessive responsibilities, excessive burdens. Some of you, again, you just went through a major change and you're struggling with balancing things out after making the change, adjusting and adapting to the changes. You're trying to balance things out. Again, I'm getting something about the past. Decisions made in the past are now dominating, and I think that you're trying to get a grip on this in a very down-to-earth way. But unfortunately, the imbalance is creating, some type of unrest here. I do feel like you are trying to bring security to the situation, and so that's the good news. And I just want to encourage you, if you're frustrated about it during this time, Aquarius, you're showing up as though you're doing a good job with these challenges, okay? Just hang in there. If nobody's encouraging you, I'm going to say these cards are telling me, right, Major Arcana these are things outside of your control. But the way you're showing up and what's in your control, you're showing up as somebody who is bringing security and stability. You're holding it down very well, dealing with energies outside of yourself that are very challenging. So if nobody tells you you're doing a good job, I'm going to tell you you're doing a good job, okay? What's the challenge here? What's the challenge here? What's the challenge? Oh, wow. Well, some of you have joined forces with others through, marriage and family, but there's something in that dynamic that's been very disappointing, very discouraging. And again, I'm seeing a pulling back. There's that Eight of Swords yet again, where you feel like you have to hold back. I think because you're not clear about something. Or it could be your intuition is guiding you and telling you now's not the right time, okay? I think you have your doubts and you're not confident in moving forward from a situation involving shared resources with marriage and family. Yeah, let me see if I can get more on that. I'm curious. Yeah, this might be about children, and I'm getting something public and private life. I'm getting secrets. I'm getting like your home life versus your career, the way that you're seen out in the world. I'm getting something about your status. Okay. Trying to get a new beginning, maybe involving children and the way that you are seen out in the world, your reputation. But I'm getting a lot of, there's a lot of, like, you don't have all the information, okay? And again, that's why I think that you're having to hold yourself back, because you're trying to get a new beginning involving children, family, for some of you, but you don't have all the information. What is this with the Temperance in reverse? Yeah, you're trying to, some storm has come through, and it might have to be on your household, your home, your family, property issues, moving house. I think the storm already hit you probably during October, November with those eclipses, and you need the dust to settle, okay? You're still dealing with the dust settling from that, and you're still dealing with, information, getting more information before you feel confident to move forward. These cards are really, really talking, all right? Something is maybe a bit stuck with your finances, okay? And a decision has to be made about generosity and giving and give and take in relationships. Maybe you're deciding, am I going to give this a second chance, another go round? And it might involve travel, again, some new beginning, possibly new sexual beginning, but I don't know if you like exactly where this is going, maybe moving or taking a trip. And I don't know if you're either you don't like going to this place, but it's what is going to give to you a new beginning. Or you're disappointed, you're not, if you're not disappointed about moving in that direction, you're disappointed about the circumstances in which you're being moved in that direction. But I think at the end of the day, the advice is you have to take some decisive action to reconcile a situation that's been stuck for a very, very long time. Like, you know, if there's been a stalemate, again, where I'm getting a lot of cards, honestly, on these Aquarius readings, where it's either we're not seeing the truth of the matter, or we do, but we're not responding appropriately according to the way Spirit sees it, or we're just shutting off, you know, we're not even looking at it. Or there's, again, if you feel like, no, I'm looking at it, I'm trying to solve it, but I can't get this to move. Again, I'm getting this holding back because you're not being given all the information. You're not being given the go-ahead, the green light. And again, I'm getting another thing here about blocked emotions or a difficult decision. This is very moon cardish, right? There's a moon right there. So, you know, I think you've had some confidence issues about what to give yourself to and what direction to move in. And again, difficult decisions about how to reconcile what you want versus what you need. Okay, what's going to give to you versus what you want to give to you but is not going to give to you. Wow, oh gosh, I'm getting a lot of repeated themes here as I just reflect on the last, you know, 3 weeks of messages. Okay, there's some reevaluation work that you need to do within yourself about give and take in relationships before you get this new beginning. But I think some of you don't like it. You don't, right? Because what's going to actually give to you and move and give you a new beginning, I think you're disappointed that the route there is not the route you had chosen. It's not the way you wanted it. It's not. That's a rough message. But you have to decide to heal and reconcile what is contrary, what you want versus what you need. You have to heal this issue of maybe avoiding a difficult truth. I've seen it all through the spread this week. There's some difficult truth you are having to recognize. Do watch out for the self-censoring here, particularly on the money and career stuff. Because again, I'm seeing definitely with family, you're being asked to open up about your emotions and emote. Lovers, prospective partners might not appreciate it, but that's your advice for this week. And on the money front, I still see some blockage here with the emotions. And you know, Spirit is saying you have to decide to heal this and to open up about these blocked emotions. Stop censoring yourself. Stop avoiding or not wanting to look at a difficult truth. Maybe call a truce on a situation where there has been a stalemate, but there's a lot of reevaluation that needs to occur about what's going to move you forward and what's not with your finances. Okay, real quick, what is the difficult truth here that Aquarius is not wanting to face? I'm going to pull from totally, because I feel like I'm yeah, I want to get a fresh deck. This might have to do with your work, okay? And it also might have to do with dealing with people who are very cunning, very conniving, very sneaky, fox-like. For some of you in your line of work, you need to be more crafty, okay? You need to be more on your feet. like a fox, sly as a fox with your work, okay? And I think this is over the last 2 years. If you have been dealing with challenges with your work, you're going to have to think of a different way, a more crafty, cunning. I'm not saying that you have to, right, be a sly fox and, you know, but I will say that, you know, sometimes that's the trickster, and I do feel that some of you have been dealing with tricksters and very cunning, sly people with your line of work, and you need to address that. Again, maybe why there's been multiple betrayals that I saw there with that Ten of Swords. You need to address the cunningness of other people versus yourself. Wow, okay, now I'm getting a download. Look at the shadow energies within yourself and others, okay? How people try to get over on you, and actually how can you be more cunning yourself? And it's not that you have to get into dark energies, but in a way, maybe I don't know, maybe be a little bit more cutthroat. I hate to say that. God, did I really just say that? Oh God. Yeah, I did. Okay, like, I don't know how else to say it, but be a little bit more fierce, okay? Be a little bit more determined about going after yours, okay? Because you have to acknowledge that that's how other people are, and that's what you're dealing with. All right. Real quick, before I forget, I need to tell you that if you want more tarot content from me, it's over to Etsy, and you can order private readings over there as well, in addition to on-demand pay-per-view content that's affordably priced. And I'm uploading new stuff all the time, lots of other goodies on there as well. And another place you could go if you want to get a private reading is to my website, crownones.weebly.com. I will have the links down below for those of you who are interested. And for those of you who are just like, hey, I just need the free stuff right now, and you want more readings that are free, you can visit my other channel, The Crowned Life, here on YouTube, where I go live every new moon and full moon, so make sure to subscribe. So, healing the chaos, and I saw it this week with that Emperor. That is the advice for you. And matters of protection, yes, it very much could have to do with family, with your physical health, with your emotional health. And I'm seeing security issues, that something, right, you have maybe tried to secure something. And I definitely saw that you are showing up as somebody who is bringing stability and security, okay? But there's some turmoil going on within a family, maybe having to do with health matters for some of you, emotional security matters that need to get healed. And the last 2 years, I think, have been showing you this issue. And I think at this point, it remains unresolved. Some of you have really done a good job of trying to stabilize and secure, yet there are forces outside of you that have been very disruptive, very destabilizing. And honestly, I'm again getting this. You have got to bring order where there's been disorder, particularly in a family health dynamic. So that is the message for this week, right? I think if you do that, the outcome is that you're going to have more growth. You're going to have more vitality in your health. And there's going to be a lot more blessing in a family dynamic and relationships that actually thrive out of a place of love, not fear. All right, I hope that has helped y'all. And until next time, wishing you all the best. Be blessed.